Hello and good morning, everyone. It is Friday at last. We are going to continue our hell diving. It's been a few days since we've hell dived, and it's time to help out with the war effort because I got a message that the population is getting a little wily. They're out here complaining and doing things they shouldn't be doing. So Super Earth has asked for us to go and get a bunch of stuff so that we can better spy on them to figure out what exactly is it that they are up to. So we're gonna get some spy stuff. We're gonna be spies, totally spies, and figure out what these dastardly Super Earth civilians are up to. So good morning, happy Friday. We have 2 weeks until Thanksgiving. So if you're not ready for Thanksgiving, you're also probably not ready for Christmas. So this is your like 30-day reminder. You've got a limited amount of time left to purchase gifts and be prepared for the holidays. So stop procrastinating. I know you are. Got our laser cannon, our perfect build of laser cannon, jump cannon, and now we are going to go and deliver some pain unto the bots. Except for that dude just started by calling in everyone, so that's a bad start. That's gonna be a no from me, dog. Let's go. Oh, and an artillery. Okay, we got a rough start here. We're gonna call this a rough start. Let's move a little bit. Yeah, that's a real rough start. Calling in the super mechs on me already. Let's see if we can hide around this corner, recover a little bit of stamina, and wait for our 120 barrage to take out the enemies. There it is. Alright, let's force them down the alleyway. We can take them one at a time. This should, in theory, work. Alright, so we got one thing destroyed. James Oliver, good morning. How are you doing? I am doing good this morning. How are you doing this morning? Ooh, we need that sample. But, let's move over here. It is a good Friday morning. I am happy to be here. I'm happy to see you all. It is a good day. I'm ready for the holidays. I'm ready for some snow. I heard that we get like the La Nina year, so hopefully we're gonna get some snow here soon. I love the snow. And honestly, I've been looking at a microphone. Not that I need more gear, but I've been looking at a microphone because one of my favorite things to do is to go take photos of birds. And one of my favorite things when I'm taking photos of birds is to also record the bird songs. And I've been looking at getting what's called a parabolic microphone. It's basically a radar dish strapped into a mic. And I've been looking at getting one of those so that I can get better bird calls and just share the bird calls with everyone. It's one of those things where like I know that I'm going to spend a bunch of money on this, and I'm super excited because I'm going to share it with the internet. Like, look at all these bird calls I've got, and only like 3 people even never see it. So I understand that it's kind of a pipe dream, but I'm really thinking about getting that microphone so that I can share my bird calls with everyone, because I absolutely love getting a good bird call. And the parabolic mic helps you pick up things from way across the way. So that's kind of next on my that, and there's another thought I've been having is I've been kind of seeing a lot of people who do like what do you call it? They're doing small performances like at local bars and stuff. Like they're musicians, but they're not like really big and famous musicians. And I've been thinking about getting a better microphone so that I can go and do videography for them while they're performing, and then be able to provide them with like a record of their play so they can put it on their YouTube or whatever like that. I understand that usually hiring someone is very, very expensive, so offering to do that for free would be able to let these smaller bands kind of have a nice break. And look, you too can have professional quality video and audio to show off your work without having to pay an arm and a leg. And I thought that might be a fun thing to do for people. Dex needs to hurry up and get here. We're already getting things that need to be removed from chat. Dex, where are you? I usually like to ban people, so what's up with that? So I'm kind of looking at microphones right now just to offer those services. It's one of those things where, again, I know that I'm excited about it, but I know that the vast majority of people won't care. So I was looking at my years in review for YouTube, and I'm on year 4 years of posting YouTube videos, and I'm sitting at about 7,000 subscribers. And so it's like, that's huge, but also like not even close to huge when you compare it to most YouTubers, right? Santa Claus, I did, just came in the mail today, is my Santa Claus outfit. So I will be cosplaying as Santa this year. My goal is to grab a bunch of gift cards and like Hot Wheel toys, and I don't know what little girls like nowadays, My Little Ponies or Polly Pockets or something, and wander around town and hand out gift cards for groceries to people in need, as well as toys for kids who we randomly happen upon. I think that'll be a lot of fun, so I'm really looking forward to doing that this year. 4 years, 4 viewers, 7,000 subscribers for 4 years is pitiful. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, I know that there are people who get like 1 million in 1 year, you know, so I know that I definitely haven't grown as much as I would like, but I also have always stood by my morals and wants, and a big part of what I do is I don't do like clickbait. I don't do anything that I consider deceptive or unfair or anything like that. So I've never gotten myself, oh, that's gonna blow up, oh, that's gonna blow up. I've never gotten myself like a gimmick or anything, because I've always wanted to just be me, and that's worked to some degree, right? I've gotten some people who are just here to enjoy waffles as waffles, but I definitely understand that that also holds me back because I'm unwilling to do some of the things that would get me a lot more viewers. What is my age? I am 34 this year. 34. It goes by so fast. So unbelievably fast. All last year I was thinking about, I was 33, and I was like, well, that's the age Jesus was, right? So, like, what am I going to do on Earth as the same age Jesus was? And I'll tell you, I did not accomplish a whole lot. So that was kind of also a bummer. But every year we grow a little bit, we add a little bit, we do a little bit more, and we're slowly getting there. So life is about the journey. It's the marathon, right? Doesn't matter what you do in 1 year, it matters what you do overall. So that's one objective down. Joe, good morning. Hello. I don't think I'll ever make it huge, though. Like, I just don't think I have what it takes to ever be one of those YouTubers who has 1 million subscribers, you know? Like, it's kind of like being a CEO, right? Everyone can't be a CEO. I just don't think I have what it takes to make it to that level, so I've accepted that. This is kind of where I'll probably sit. Like, maybe someday I'll hit 10K. Like, that's kind of my white whale of, wow, 10K, that's about probably as big as I'll ever get, and that's okay. You know, this has always been a side gig. This has always been something I have done to spread the word and evangelize and love people. It's never been like, oh, I'm going to replace my job with it. Even though it is, not going to lie, you know, that is a dream, right? Like, it's nice to dream of never having to go into work again and instead getting to do this all day. But again, I understand that that is a dream and not a reality. What's up, Joe? What's new today? How is your Friday going? Whew, that guy almost got me. That was a little close, a little too close for comfort. All right. See if we can. Perfect. Oh, that was too close for comfort. Also, we are kind of in the thick of it, as the kids say nowadays. Nothing new. Okay. Let's try and jump jet away from this guy. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Woo! We did it. I did not think that was going to work out. That could have gone very much more poorly, and we just barely made it through that one, so... We are having a rough go of it this time. No cap, for real, for real. It is... Well, I got knocked around too much and missed that. Missed that all-important shot. That's embarrassing. I tried to hide behind those boxes, and I'm glad I didn't make it behind it in time, because I would have been dead. I saw my life flash before my eyes on that one. That was a rough go. I can't believe we're still alive, honestly. Like, I don't know how we're still here, to be honest. Alright, we need to go grab that laser cannon. We need that laser cannon real bad. Good morning, everyone. I see a few new people joining. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Waffle House on this Friday morning. I was just giving out some warnings that it is almost Thanksgiving, almost Christmas. So if you have not started your Christmas shopping yet, make sure you get on that, because you are running out of time to continue procrastinating. So... Be aware of that. You are almost out of time. Alright, that objective's done. Next objective. And 30 seconds for some more stims. We need to make sure we're picking up, we need super samples to spy on the whole mission we have now. Here's my theory. They give us a new mission, and that mission they said that we need to spy on Super Earth civilians because there's some sort of, dissonance going on there. There's people who are unbelieving of the cause, and I think that they are going to start introducing a new faction. I think this is the start to a new faction, and we're going to see it in full force probably a year from now, but I think this is the start to like a Super Earth based faction, traitors to Super Earth or rogue Helldivers or something like that. Like, people have been talking about that since the game came out, and it's been years, and they said that they want the game to last for 10 years or so, which means that we're going to need a new faction eventually, right? Like, they can't just rest on the laurels they have currently. So I think this is the intro to a new faction. I think it's going to take a while. It's not going to come overnight, but I do think we are going to see a new faction starting with these missions. And I'm very excited to see if I am right about that, because as much as I love that they keep adding new stuff, and I like the Illuminate, I definitely am ready for a new faction. And I think that fighting Dissonance of Super Earth could be a lot of fun, a really interesting mechanic to face. So I'm really excited to see if that's the case, because I'm putting money down on it. I believe that this is the start to the next faction. I'd be happier, of course, if they were out there doing other things. Like, I would definitely be more happy if we got just a Helldivers 3 on a new engine, but they have multiple times said that's never going to happen. So we're stuck with this engine for now, I guess. All right, Hulk Factory down. Looks like that is gonna. Well, we'll save the fortress. We'll wait for our stuff to reset, and then we'll go take on the fortress. Let's see if we can sneak by these guys and go do these objectives up here. Well, that almost worked. I got like halfway through there before they saw me, so I'll count that as a win. That was nice and sneaky of me. Some sort of artillery around here. Don't want to face that. I also got Gamefly says that they're sending me, the next game is going to be The Precinct. I'm excited to see what that is. I know nothing about it, but I played a couple like patrol simulators and cop simulators that were pretty fun, and I enjoyed those. So if the Precinct is another like cop simulator, I think I'll have a lot of fun with that. So I'm excited for that game to come. I'm excited to see what that is all about. I also saw that just came out yesterday. I'm debating whether to buy it, honestly. This has never been my jam, but I played the demo and it intrigued me. Apparently Beyblades got a full-on game. And it's not based off of Beyblades in real life, but it's based off of Beyblades the anime. So it's ridiculous, over the top, like powers and super attacks and things like that. And that just seems weird enough, crazy enough, and stupid enough to work. So I'm kind of excited to see what Beyblades the game is all about, you know? So that's probably the next game on our list is gonna be the Beyblades game, because why wouldn't you want to play Beyblades the game? So that one's on the list, and the WoW beta is currently out for World of Warcraft Midnight, and I've been playing that beta on and off, and that has been an interesting play. There's definitely some cool changes. I'm very excited for housing. I love any game that lets me build a house is good in my book. I very much enjoy that side of games. So the hardest part, honestly, of the new beta is since you can only have one house for your entire realm, that means my character who has the house, I have to decide on their story and why they get the house and no one else does. So I got to sit there and figure out like the role-playing reason why my character has a house and why it looks the way that it does, and that's honestly taking way more time than it should. But that's my favorite part of role-playing games, honestly, is the role-playing. Like, yeah, you can do raiding and different stuff in WoW, and that stuff is always good and fun. And I enjoy those aspects of the game, but much more than that, I enjoy writing my character's story and how it fits into the lore and everything else of the world. So that's what I'm probably going to spend the next 6 months doing, honestly, is trying to figure out how does my character's story fit into the overarching story of World of Warcraft and like my housing and all that. So Dex is here. Good morning, Dex. You missed it. I've already had to kick like 3 people out of chat. You missed all the fun. What's up with that? Too busy working? Think you're too good to join the stream now? Oh, there's a big guy there. Okay, let's see if we can get lucky on this one. He looks distracted. I might be able to blow his guns off before he sees me. Nice. Look at that. We did it. I should have brought my Switch. I forgot my boss is on vacation. have you looked at the new Beyblades game, Dex? That's what we were just talking about before you joined. Have you looked at the new Beyblades game? Tell me what you think of that, whether that's worth playing on stream or not. I got my Mega Floette yesterday and advanced in ZA tournament. What Floette, doesn't Floette have like 9 different colors? What Floette did you get for it? Were you hunting down, like, isn't the black one like super rare? Is that the one you were hunting down? Beyblade is a toy. Beyblade is a toy, and they now have a game based on the anime. And the game kind of looks like ridiculous fun, so I wanted your thoughts on it. Alright, we have solved the problem. The automatons have been scrapped. The world is safe once more. As a little treat, let's go get our stims, our favorite. Our massive amount of stims. It's AZ Floette. It has a special flower. Very cool. I know you're not going to get the Pokopia, whatever that new game is, but Peekaboo looks super adorable, and Mossy Snorlax I love, and if that's what they're going to do is a bunch of new variants for Pokemon, that I'm always happy to see new variants. I'm very excited to see if the Ghost Pikachu has some interesting lore and story behind him, though. Mossy Snorlax looks pretty cool. I don't know. I got burned on Legends ZA, so I don't know if I'm ready to love a Pokemon game again, but the hype is slowly building for a new kind of Pokemon game, you know? Something different, something new, something exciting. But it's going to be a Pokemon game, so it's probably going to be disappointing, right? Like, I know I should limit my expectations, because that is how the Pokemon Company gets you, is they build up all this hype and then they deliver the most underwhelming game you've seen in 10 years. And then they announce another game and the hype starts building again, and just when you're ready to love a Pokemon game again, they come and hurt your feelings. So that is how the Pokemon Company does it. So it's not your kind of game. I haven't seen a whole lot of actual like gameplay. I'm curious to see though if they stick with the whole like, yeah, it's Stardew Valley or it's Harvest Moon, or if they're gonna stop comparing it to those other games. Like if comparing it to Stardew Valley actually does it justice, or if that's just marketing and that it's actually gonna be nothing like Stardew Valley. I'm kind of curious to see where it lands on that spectrum, I guess, is the right word. A region builder? So, like, building like, I don't know, the Johto region and the Hoenn builder, doing things like that? I guess it matters what do you do once it's built, though. Like, if it was Mario Maker where you're building regions and gyms and like you're constructing battles, that would be a dream come true for so many people. You know how many people have asked for so long for Mario Maker, but with Pokemon? Like, that would be incredible, but I highly doubt that's what we're getting. There's no way. There's no way they would ever give us Pokemon Builder. Like, that's a pipe dream of a pipe dream of a pipe dream, right? But also would be the single best-selling Pokemon game of all time, without a doubt. If they said, here's all 1,000 Pokemon, and here's a tile set so you can build your own towns, build your own gym leaders, build your own encounter rates, do all of that, people would go berserk for that. That would sell out digitally. Like, there would be so many copies sold that they would run out in the digital storefront. That would be an amazing game. And so that's why I'm saying there's no way. There's no way they would give that to us. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised. Mario Maker did, fairly well. Not the best, but Mario Maker did well enough that I'm surprised we didn't get more Mario Maker clones. Like, no one was out here trying to make their own versions of it. It just kind of disappeared into nothingness. I know that people built like a Legend of Zelda fan game and Mega Man and all that sort of thing. So I know people were excited about it, but as far as like official game releases, I'm surprised no one tried to steal Mario Maker. They just kind of let it be, you know? The RPG? What's the RPG leak? What did I miss there? What Poke News? Legend of Galar? I didn't see that. Is that like another Pokemon Legends ZA, or is that like an RPG? Like, are they doing something new with it? Because I don't know if I'm ready to trust another Legends game. I loved Legend Arceus. Legend ZA has been a massive disappointment. I just don't know if I'm ready to love a Legends game again. I didn't hear much. I didn't review the leaks, but the RPG is going to be across 2 regions. Forget which ones. Is it just me, or is Pokemon really stepping their game up? It feels like they're releasing a lot of stuff recently. Like, I don't know. It feels like we've gotten double the amount of Pokemon releases and Pokemon news in the last few days than we have in a long time. I don't know, maybe if I've just been out of it or what, but it seems like the Pokemon company is just in full force, you know? Alright, I think we have completed the map. Let's jump by these dudes. Kapow! Alright. Extraction available. Let's get out of here. It's the next Legends game? Alright, well then, we will officially set the hype meter at 0. We have 0 hype for another Legends game. Because Pokemon Legends ZA, I don't want to say it's the worst game of the year, but I think Legends ZA is definitely in the top 5 worst games that I've played this year. And that's a pretty extensive list, if I do say so myself. So, you know, I have 0 hype for another Legends game. Ooh, common sample. This was exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for common samples to help Super Earth. That's what we need. Those right there. The leak announced every planned game through 2030. That's so wild to think about, that 2030, we're closer to 2030 than we are 2020, right? Like, that is mind-boggling to think about. Where has the years gone? I know I was already talking to you, Dex. I talked to other people out this morning. Like, YouTube sent me the thing saying I've been making YouTube videos for 4 years. 4 years I have been streaming, making videos. Probably closer to 5 years if you include like my TikTok days. Half a decade. And I have 1 hater and a couple dedicated fans to show for it. I want some Gen 7 love. I think they deserve a Legends game. I think what we deserve is to be able to play all the Pokemon on Switch 2 is what I think we deserve. Give us Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Black, White, Green, Yellow, Magenta, Purple, Azul. Give us all the Pokemon on Switch 2. Yeah, 4 years, Joe. 4 or 5 years I've been here sharing my terrible opinions and yapping into the void. And upsetting Dexter with my terrible musical opinions. It goes by fast. I was looking at, like, it's so cool to watch, and this is for every art form, right? It's really cool to it's really cool to watch your art grow. Like, I can look at my videos from years ago, like, wow, those videos were atrocious. I'm so glad I've done so much better. My mic is so much better. My work is so much more professional. I'm so much more comfortable on camera. Like, there's so much I have improved. And you can see my views. I'd say my views have improved, but by improved I mean I've gone from 0 views to like 100 views on a video, if that. So like not much improvement there, but otherwise it's impressive. Some idiot will catch Missing No and completely corrupt Pokemon Home. I mean, those Pokemon deserve to be free too, right? If you think about it, how cruel is the Pokemon world that the slogan is "gotta catch 'em all," and it convinces kids to go catch a bunch of living animals and then hoard them in a box. Some of those Pokemon have been in those boxes for like 15 years. They haven't been fed or cared for. When you summon them, it's just going to be a bunch of skeletons popping out of there. Those Pokemon have been stuck in those balls for too long. Somebody think of the Pokemon.
You leave a more free city than you found.
Alright, we did the entire mission. We extracted with some samples. We have done our duty. Super Earth is safe for another day. Thank you to our gallantry. Also, trying in my coffee today, I got, you can see it's a little paler than usual. Starbucks released a no sugar added caramel macchiato flavoring. It is terrible. I usually don't indulge in Starbucks, and this reminds me why. It is awful. 2 out of 10, would not recommend. Also, I'm pretty sure Starbucks is doing a big protest for Red Cup Day, and we're supposed to boycott them. And I've mostly been boycotting Starbucks anyways, so it's just time to get more serious about the boycott. Alright, let's sabotage some air bases. You know, we usually use the same build. Let's grab something new. Let's shake it up a little bit just for fun. That's a Taylor Swift song, right? Shake It Up by Taylor Swift. Right? I'm like 90% certain I'm right. Somebody tell me I'm right. Okay, Google. Does Taylor Swift sing Shake It Up?
Allied destroyer has left squadron.
She does not. Oh. You'll love to see it. Let's grab the epic cannon. You know, we haven't got to play with the epic for a while. Let's grab that. Let's grab a mech. And let's grab, say, a laser. Let's shake it off. I was close. Shake it off, shake it up. Same thing. Which I don't keep up on the Taylor Swift hate, but I've been getting tons of, like, one of my favorite and least favorite things about scrolling through Reddit is as you're just scrolling, you know, it grabs random subreddits for you, and I always get somehow into like streamer drama and things like that, and one of the subreddits is like a Taylor Swift hate subreddit, and it's so interesting to see how many people are turning on Taylor Swift now. Like, oh, she's an evil billionaire who uses AI. She doesn't care about us. Spoiler alert, Taylor Swift never cared about you. You know, like, I'm glad you're figuring it out, but you're a little late to figure it out. It's kind of like all those K-pop bands, you know, where people get so obsessive about the K-pop bands where they threaten to stab people over it. Like, so much delusion. Or Delulu, as the kids say nowadays. I think. like 80% certain on that one. That I'm pretty sure people still use Delulu.
We shall fight in the streets. We shall fight on the sidewalks. We shall fight in the intersections.
Calling down a walker.
All right, let's grab. Bubble's here. Good morning, Bubble. I was just thinking about you, Bubble, so I'm glad you're here, because I've said this like 3 times on stream now, but what's one more time hurt? I was looking at my stats yesterday, and it says I've been putting YouTube videos up for 4 years, and TikTok videos for 5 years. And I was thinking about your kid, and how, like, your kid legitimately, how old your kid has gotten growing up with waffles. Like, those years are passing by, and I was just thinking about that. Like, your kid's gonna be like an actual school, like 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade here. Well, that was short-lived on my mech. That was kind of a bummer. That was a little disappointing, if I do say so myself. The alphas in general are hard to catch. Like that alpha Doom, Houndoom is still like the bane of my existence. Like, that dude was so hard to catch. It's so wild to think about. Like, that kid's gonna be a teenager before we know it, right? Like, he's closer to a teenager than a baby almost. Like, it goes so fast. And I really hope, genuinely hope, that next year is the year that we finally have a kid as well. Shut your mouth.
Requesting orbital.
I am ready for a mini waffle. I'm also, speaking of waffles, I saw that Eggo was releasing protein waffles. I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but I feel like as a society, I feel like we've gone too far with protein. Like, do we really need protein cereal and protein waffles and protein drinks and protein soda and protein powder and protein chocolate? Like, I feel like we've gone too far with protein. I think it's time for us as a society to admit that maybe we went a little too far with the protein, and that it's time to back off on the protein just a little bit. Like, there is so much protein, so it can't be healthy for our society, right? And I'm not whatever you call a nutritional expert, so maybe I'm just talking out my butt here. But I don't think there's a need for your average person to be eating protein cereal and protein waffles, and then having a protein shake, and then a protein bar, and then a protein fortified chicken breast. Like, I don't think we need that much protein in our diets. And I'm sure we're going to figure out at some point that there might be some health problems coming to our society from the massive amount of protein that people are consuming. Because there's people legitimately eating like 500 grams of protein a day. And that's too much. Too much protein. Me and my mom were just talking about that, like, all the protein just makes you fat if you don't use it for workouts. Oh, this is a bad place to be in. This is a real bad place to be in. I can't believe we lived. We got one scratch left. I'm pretty sure Bubble, your husband is like a sports nutritionist, right? Like, What does he think of all the protein in the American diet right now? Or even worse than protein overdose, there's you know, you can get high fiber everything right now also, and there's got to be a problem with the amount of fiber some people are getting too. Like I read a story about a person who was getting like 250 grams of fiber a day, and that's too much fiber, right? That is too much fiber. Well, I sat too long. I knew I should have moved. Ben's here. Good morning, Ben. Ben, we are talking about fiber and protein overdoses. How much protein do we get? What exactly is fiber? I'm pretty sure fiber is actually exactly what it sounds like. Like, I'm 90% sure that fiber is just like the fibrous strands inside of like fruit and vegetables and things like that your body has problems digesting. I'm like 80% sure that that's all fiber is. And like, I'm guilty of too much fiber too. I love me some fiber. Like, I put fiber in my morning coffee. I put a scoop of Metamucil or Miralax in every cup of coffee I drink. So maybe I'm a hypocrite, but how would I designate that in a grocery aisle? I'm pretty sure the fiber goes with the supplements, you know, with the magnesium and all that. Hubby is a bodybuilder, protein good, empty carbs bad, Tarzan loves Jane. I wish I could be a bodybuilder, but you know, with the hernia and not being able to lift very much, it makes it very difficult to, oh come on, to be a bodybuilder, right? Like, kind of a core essence of being a bodybuilder is being able to lift. Elijah, good morning. But I can, even if I can't lift, I have really taken to calisthenics. We are, my goal for the new year, for the new Waffles, new me, is to be able to do a pull-up, a push-up, and a standard mile. So I'm doing push-ups and pull-ups and jumping jacks and all the calisthenics to be able to properly move. So hopefully by the new year we will be able to do those things. I did get a new waffle, you promise. Not in the way you like, unfortunately, Dex. I don't think you're ever gonna get a new waffle that you like. It'll still be same old waffles with terrible opinions, just, you know, doing push-ups. Yeah, I'm still doing arm workouts and things like that. The hernia will never get better. See, I messed up something bad, and I lived with a giant, massive hernia for many, many years. And because of that, even though I got the hernia surgery, my ability to lift has been severely restricted for the rest of my life because the hernia is always at risk of reopening due to how massive the hernia was. So I will always be on a lift restriction for my entire life, unfortunately. I used to love bodybuilding just because of how crazy it was. Now I kind of hate it. I know we've talked about this before, like, nothing wrong with bodybuilding, but definitely in our society there are people who are addicted to bodybuilding, and that bodybuilding has become a eating disorder like anything else, right? Like the people who are eating you did my version of you should have done it sooner. I should have gotten hernia surgery a lot sooner, yes. However, Ocelot, welcome. I don't regret it for a moment, because having that massive hernia in a way led me to the life I live now, which led me to my wife and to God and all these other things. So while yes, I probably would have been healthier and my life would have been vastly different had I got my hernia fixed right away, I wouldn't change it for anything. Like when people ask that question, like if you woke up tomorrow and you were in the 5th grade and you had to relive your life from the 5th grade onward, what would you do differently? Here's the thing is like I would be terrified of doing anything because like I don't know that I could convince my wife to love me a second time around, right? Like everything lined up perfectly how it should have to be able to fall in love with Emmy, to be able to build the life that we've had and all those things. And I don't know that I could do it again. And I would be so scared of reliving my life and risking messing that up, right? So I hope that stays a hypothetical forever. I never want that second chance. I never want to have to redo it from 5th grade onward or whatever it is, right? Like I just don't think I could do it. So hope that never happens. Unpopular opinion, I think it's becoming more popular. I think the huge IFBB level of bodybuilders are just as unhealthy as these obese people. Oh, we're without a doubt we're seeing it. Like The Rock, and Jason. I'm gonna mess up his name. I'm sorry. I don't know. Jason Samoa, Samson, Jason. The guy named after the Girl Scout cookie. Both of those people have slimmed down in the last few years because from allegedly their doctors told them that being at that level of muscle bulk is hard on their heart and that they will live a longer life if they slim down and maintain a healthy natural body weight rather than a consistent bodybuilder build. Yeah, Momoa, that guy. That's the one. Aqualad, right? He played Aqualad in the Atlantis movie. Waffle's afraid that he would have become a jockey jerk. That is exactly the fear. Like, I had charisma for days. The only thing holding me back was the hernia that made it look like I was smuggling cantaloupes in my pants that made me a weirdo loner loser. Had I not had that, here's the thing. Had I not had my hernia, I would have been fit because I wanted to follow in my dad's footsteps and been a Marine. So there's a real chance that had Waffles been no hernia, then I would have joined the Marines and I would have ended up over in Iraq. And that's a whole thing, right? So there's a very real chance that had I not had my hernia, I would be out in the desert, and that's a whole other thing. So like, because of my pain and suffering, you now have to deal with it here rather than hearing about me being in Iraq. He actually played a guy named Ronan in Stargate Atlantis years before he was Aquaman, so Aquaman was his second time as Atlantis on the screen. Wasn't Ronan the name of one of the Ninja Turtles? Like, isn't that like the whole Ninja Turtle thing they're doing now? Where it's like the last Ninja Turtle where the other Ninja Turtles are dead, and then Ronan is the last Ninja Turtle, something like that. Have you seen the videos of those college students just going around acting like Disney villains? Like, oh, you think you're the best rapper? I challenge you to rap battle the Rec Center. I have not seen that. I gave up TikTok. I now get all of my memes and news solely through Facebook. And let me tell you, like, people think Instagram Reels is bad. Spend a day on Facebook memes and reels, and you will know bad and pain and suffering, because that is Facebook reels is something completely different. Ronan is Mikey in the comics. Interesting. I never really got into Ninja Turtles. I know this is going to be like millennial blasphemy. The Ninja Turtles started as like a joke, and so I never really got into them because they've always been like a spoof to me. They've never been their own thing. You know, I've never been super into the Ninja Turtles. I always thought the Ninja Turtles were kind of lame. Their enemy is the Foot. Like, come on now. Give it another week, he'll get there. Give me gargoyles or SWAT cats or biker mice from Mars any day of the week. The Ninja Turtles are just kind of lame. Same thing with this. Okay. Okay. We're putting them on. I always thought that Transformers were kind of stupid. Like, Beast Wars were cool where they turned into dinosaurs because dinosaurs are cool, but like Optimus Prime turning into a truck is so lame. Who wants to watch a really cool killer robot turn into a semi-truck? Yes, exactly, Bubble. Transformers are dumb. 100%. The only exception is when they turned into dinosaurs, and that's just because dinosaurs are cool. Also, what kind of a name is Rodimus Prime? You know, I never got the appeal of Transformers. Even like Bumblebee, like I know everyone's supposed to think Bumblebee is cool. I've never thought Bumblebee was cool. Beast Wars was better. I will give Beast Wars that. It's got the cool factors, but again, that's just because it's dinosaurs, right? Like, dinosaurs are cool. Kind of have to agree to an extent that I was more a fan of Decepticons because they turned into jets. Yeah, it's way cooler. Who wants to root for the guy who turns into a cement mixer when you've got a guy who can turn into a jet or a helicopter? Like, that's way cooler. Why did they give the bad guys the cooler designs? But you know what I hope that they bring back? And I will stand on this ledge. The My Little Pony reboot for Gen 4 My Little Pony was brilliant, and I would love if they took Generation 1 My Little Pony and gave it that treatment. I would love to see the old school My Little Pony come back with new school ideals. You didn't read my message? I made apple pie cinnamon rolls. That sounds pretty good. Now, I don't eat sugar, so I couldn't indulge in that, but it sounds pretty good. It sounds better than I saw someone yesterday was selling gingerbread meat rubs, so you could make gingerbread flavored ribs, and that, ugh. But instead of making them and putting frosting on, I mix cream and brown sugar and cook them like that, and it makes it caramel. If I ate sugar, I would definitely try 5 or 10 of those. Isn't the next Transformer film going to be Beast Wars? If the next Transformers is Beast Wars, I will definitely watch that. I mess with Beast Wars. I am a fan of the Beast Wars. Oh, what was I just watched? I watched another show on Netflix. I was just gonna say that y'all should watch, but I totally forgot what it was. So never mind. I can't remember. You know what movie I'm very excited for though? We have the new Five Nights at Freddy's coming out in a few weeks. I'm very hyped for the next Five Nights at Freddy movie. And Emmy and I are talking about maybe for next Halloween being Freddy and Bonnie and building a little bit higher quality suit. Ugh. So, working on that. I just started a new show called Foundation. Never heard of it. Tell us about it. Tell us about the Foundation. Also, Do you guys want to see my Santa outfit? Do you want to see the Santa outfit that came for Waffles? And should I stream as Santa? These are questions that I must know the answer to. All right, let me grab the Santa costume really quick. Yes and yes. Only if y'all send me Santa letters. Send me your Christmas lists. Because I've been trying to send Dix a set of Legos, and he refuses. Stream as Krampus. All right, I'll be right back. All right. Are you ready? Here we go. Ho ho ho!
Personnel must submit weekly
Merry Christmas.
0400.
So I'm thinking about December. We stream like this. I'm thinking this is gonna be my. This is gonna be my entire December drip, as the kids say. Is actually pretty comfortable. Like, they did a good job with the beard and the mask and all that. Good morning, Jason. So I'm thinking about streaming like this. It's funnier when you think that someone married this guy. I am very, very lucky to be married. That is a factually true statement. All right, Santa's gonna go kick the automaton butts now. So, you know, we're gonna just casually eradicate some robots dressed as Santa. Very, very happy for Christmas. Christmas is my absolute favorite time of year. If for some reason you haven't figured that out yet, I absolutely love Christmas. Santa has joined the terrorist force there. I'm not sure if you're referencing the meme or not, but there is an ancient meme from like original Counter-Strike that is exactly that, where Santa joins the terrorist force, and that is a premium. That is a premium ancient meme there, certified ancient meme, like from the year 2005. If only the Helldivers knew they are diving with old Saint Nick. You know what's crazy? Is if you half day of school, that's awesome. If you look up the Catholic traditional stories of Santa, you will get some bonkers stories in there that are on par with Santa joining the terrorist force. You've got like the actual Saint Nick out there reviving kids who've been pickled by an evil butcher. There's some stories out there that are pretty wild, so check those out. That's your homework. Santa's giving you all homework for Christmas, and your homework is to go read the stories of the real Santa Claus.
Requesting sentry. Calling down fortifications.
Yeah, go for it.
Support weapon. Attack inbound. Requesting advanced weaponry.
Ask questions away. How can I reach the acceptance you speak of? Ooh, 8 hours per day for 8 months. The way I usually try and help people there, I am not a doctor, but I usually recommend fasting. Fasting is a good place to start to break those addictions. Fasting, confession, and adoration. Those are the 3 things I usually recommend to help overcome that addiction. Let's sterilize some robots. Who's ready for the Five Nights at Freddy? Yes. We are very hyped for the Five Nights at Freddy movie. We are very, very excited for Five Nights at Freddy's. Very, very excited for it. No! No, it put my robot in the air. No! Why? Why me, Super Earth? I just want my robot. This is like, you know that scene from The Twilight Zone where the guy's like, finally, I have all the time in the world to read. And then he goes, it's not fair. It's not fair. That's what I feel like right here. It's not fair. I finally had time. Why?
Requesting orbital.
Good morning. Hello. Hello, everyone. You know, I have more viewers now than I've had all morning. Dex, you said I needed a gimmick. Maybe this is my gimmick. Maybe we just need to restart the channel. We're no longer Saint Waffles. We are now Santa Plays the channel. And we're gonna do Santa playing. You know, that's actually okay. You know what? You know what? They just released this year the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the claymation movie, the game. Maybe that will be the kickoff to my niche. Maybe we should go buy the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer game and stream it while dressed as Santa. I'd watch that. Gentlemen, we have found my calling. I will consult with the Gamefly to receive a copy of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer ASAP. You look like John Travolta. Now, I don't know actors, and I don't know very much, but I am confident that is not accurate. I'm pretty sure I do not look like John Travolta. Because he's the dude from, like, Dirty Dancing, isn't he? Put on the sunglasses. Gas is a state of matter with neither fixed volume nor fixed shape. It's a compression form of liquid. A pure gas consists of individual atoms. That might be. I did very poorly in chemistry, so you might be right. I don't know. There we go. Bad opinion Santa. Oh yeah.
Reinforcing.
Santa's coming to your town.
Another triumph from managed democracy.
Santa's making a list, and Santa's checking it twice. Yes, you can screenshot my face and you can meme me as much as you want. You are welcome to it. Please do it. Just make sure that you tag me because I want to see it. I was just talking about y'all probably know I talk about him sometimes. Peter P. Tony. He had some fan art Pokemon cards made of him. And I said that's how you know you really made it is when your fans make fan art of you. And granted, y'all have made some Bubbles made some fan art of me. Oh, speak of the devil, Pito. I guess sorry, Peter, not speak of the devil. Speaking of P. Tony, we were just talking about those cool Pokemon cards that Yenza made for you. We are Santa today. We decided to show off the new Santa outfit. My goal is to go buy some gift cards, some Hot Wheels, and some other things, and wander about town and spread some holiday cheer. So we're going to be giving out some gifts to kids and people in need dressed as Santa for the holidays. Romans asked of us to submit art for Pokemon cards. Yenza drew the art for herself and for me. I will tell you inspired me, Peter. I didn't get to reach this year, but one of my goals as a streamer and content creator has always been to make it to the Seek conference. And I thought, you know what? If everyone can make Reach happen, I can make Seek happen. So I reached out to Seek conference and said, how big do I need to legitimately be to be invited as a content creator to Seek to cover the event, like as a photographer, to live stream the event, all that sort of thing. Now, will they answer me? I don't know. But we are trying. We are trying to get on the panel for Seek, or at least to go cover Seek conference this year. Probably not this year, but next year, something like that. So I was inspired to at least give it a shot. Am I big enough for it? Probably not. Will they invite me? Probably not. But you never know if you don't ask, right? If you don't try. So it's time to shoot for the moon, and that is what we are doing. We are shooting for the moon on this one.
Orbit synchronized.
I want to go to the Seek conference so bad, though. Dr. Edward Shree, Trent Horn, Father Mike Schmitz. That is the thing there, Dex. It is in Columbus, Ohio. They have a bunch of huge names coming this year, and I really want to go, but I kind of want to go to Italy more, so let's grab a sniper rifle. Let's grab this. I haven't got to play with my mech still, so let's grab a mech and a laser. Let's go sniping. Let's go hunting. Yeah, that is definitely my my one big issue with Seek conference, and this is this is a criticism I'll give a lot of Catholic stuff. Is a lot of Catholic stuff is prohibitively expensive. Like, I get that a lot of it's charity and it's for the faith and all that, but when you're saying, hey, all good Catholics come to this conference and we're going to charge you $5,000 for it, you know, and you also expect Catholics to have a lot of kids, it becomes a very, very difficult thing to make. So I do wish that Catholic organizations in general were less cost prohibitive. We do have a Discord, but it's mostly dead, not gonna lie. My Discord is very, very quiet. There's usually about one post a week in there, so you know, it's mostly a dead Discord. I don't know. Can y'all send the invite over? I don't know if y'all have the power to invite on the Discord or not. I will update. I will get you the link. Oh, Ben's got it. Look at that. Ben's on it. Look at Ben go. Ben has earned himself the slot as the mod of the day. They've branded it as a conference that all good Catholics should go to. The price just isn't approachable from that angle. You and I think alike, Peter. That is exactly where I am at on it. You other mods should take note of Ben's extraordinary moderating today. And I understand that, like, some of, like, getting Father Mike Schmitz, I imagine that hiring Father Mike Schmitz for anything is a super expensive thing, considering, you know, how prolific he is and all the work that he does. But at the same time, like, is that something we want as Catholics? Do we really want our priests to have an expensive cost, especially when we have, like, we have that lady going around calling different churches, you know? Like, it is now the time to have a conference for $5,000 and paying out $500,000 in fees for speakers when we have someone calling churches asking for 1 can of baby formula and being denied. Like, it doesn't have the right optics for me. And again, I understand that speakers need to be paid, and, like, Dr. Edward Shree has written some amazing books and he deserves to be paid for his services. But I also think that some of them could lower their costs and fees and say, you know what, this is a Catholic conference for Catholics that's going to do a lot of good, so maybe, just maybe, we can lower our costs as, like, a donation so that more people can come and do this. And maybe I'm totally wrong. Like, I've never actually seen the breakdown of costs, so maybe they're not making a whole lot of money off of it. But my gut's telling me that there's a lot of money being made at the conference. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm definitely open to being wrong. I can't talk. I need a verification code. Interesting. I will sort that out once the stream is over. But I'm excited to see the meme. I'm very excited to see what meme you have made.
Reinforcing. Engaging terminal.
You know what also breaks my heart this Christmas? So, my wife and I put up on Reddit that we wanted to sponsor a family this Christmas. So we said, we want to buy you a Christmas tree, we want to buy your kids gifts, we want to buy your Christmas dinner, we want to we want to sponsor your family and give you an amazing Christmas. And I knew when I posted that there was going to be a big need for it in the community. And that's why we're doing it, because we know there's a need in the community. But the amount of people who are seeking the help, it will never stop breaking my heart how many people in my community need help and how little money I have to truly give out and help ever. Like, how do I pick just one person who is deserving of this gift when there's so many people who need that joy and blessing this holiday, right? Like, it's so difficult for me to accept that I can help one person and I will help that one person, but there's so many people who need help. Jason, it's in your post. I will check that out. Thank you.
Requesting orbital.
Sounds like you need to host tryouts. So we were talking about, like, what's the best way to do this, and the first thing that I wanted to make clear, maybe this makes me a bad Christian, but, like, I made it clear, like, this isn't a religious sponsored giveaway. Like, you're not required to go to you're not required to come to church with me, you're not required to come pray with me, none of those things. You know, this is simply a gift out of generosity. And, you know, I could have required people to come to church, but I also don't want that to be people's experience, right? You only get help if you come to church with me. You only deserve blessings if you come to church with me. Like, that is a terrible policy, in my opinion. Why am I dressed as the Easter Bunny? Do Beast games? I did, there's a conspiracy going around. There's actually a St. Vincent de Paul, is actually really close to my house. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I should go talk to them. I've heard a lot of people saying that Mr. Beast is going to run for president in the 2030s, that Mr. Beast is going to be our presidential option in 2032. I'm not sure how true that is, but you know, with the way the world is going right now, I could legitimately see Mr. Beast running for president at some point. I don't feel like that is too far-fetched of a thing to think. I wonder if he'd be in the socialist category. You know, I can, he announced his political slogan is going to be 666. Is that just like, I'm going to do memes because that's how I'm going to get attention, is by doing that? Or is, like, does he have actual, like, meaning behind it, or is he just saying stuff to get attention? Like, I can safely say I don't know enough about Mr. Beast to know what his politics are, nor do I have any interest in Mr. Beast's politics. But I guess I should get interest in his politics if he's going to be running for president on the platform of 666. That's it sounds like he just wants attention. Go figure. Go figure. A YouTuber who's desperate for attention. Who ever heard of that? I leave and come back and you're Santa. It's the magic of the season, Elijah. It's the magic of the season. Oh, he didn't say that. I made that up. That is. I'm glad that's made up. Definitely glad for that. I would like in the future just a small break, right? I don't want any more celebrities as president. I would like a chance for our president to be a politician, you know, someone who someone who has experience in leadership and some respect for the title. You know, I'm okay without any more celebrity presidents for a while. You know, no Mr. Beast, no Dwayne the Rock Johnson, just good old fashioned politicians. You know, I think we could use a break from celebrity presidents.
Calling in reinforcements. Calling down a support weapon.
The stream is stuttering, but it's consistent. I'm having no problems on my end, Dex. So we're gonna go ahead and call that a you problem.
Calling down a sentry.
Dropping package.
Requesting sentry. Calling down sentry.
You can tell Mr. Beast has changed since his videos gotten big. He's like he's putting on an act. Oh, I definitely agree with that. Like, there's no way that he's not acting and doing personas, because that's what you have to do, right? That is exactly why when I was talking about that, you know, I'm not a big streamer. I've been doing this for 4 years, and I'm still nowhere as big as most people. A big portion of that is because in order to be a huge successful streamer, is typically you have to put on an act and do all these things. I refuse to do that. You know, I want people here who want to know waffles, not some persona that I put on. So that is definitely a big part of it. Do I drink beer? No. Although I will say, you know, there's nothing wrong. Catholics don't inherently say that drinking beer is wrong or sinful or bad like that. However, I do not drink beer for a variety of reasons. Number one is because I am on a weight loss journey, and beer is just purely empty calories, and a lot of it. Two, I have certain medications that don't mix well with drinking, and I'd rather have my medication that I need rather than beer that I don't need. And three, I see it as a huge waste of money, especially like the people who are going out to the bar regularly and dropping $100, $200 a week on beer at the bar. I definitely don't condone that, especially right now when we have our neighbors are starving right now. We have people in desperate need with no SNAP, those sort of things. I would much rather see that money go towards helping the community than something as selfish as drinking. So I'm not going to condemn people who drink. I'm not going to say that drinking is sinful or evil, but it is not for me for a multitude of reasons. That being said, I have drank in the past, and my favorite beer was called the Schöfferhofer. It was a German Hefeweizen, and it had grapefruit juice in it, and that was delicious. I love the Easter Bunny. The Legend of the Guardians, when they did their like the Easter Bunny and Santa and all that sort of thing, they made the Easter Bunny awesome in that movie. The Rise of the Guardians had an awesome Santa, an awesome Easter Bunny.
Bag's empty.
Let's pop some heads. Boom. Look at that, just casually sniping like it ain't nothing. As I miss every shot there. The cool factor definitely left me on that one.
Calling down a support weapon.
Do you think you'll be a good art channel? We need more artists, especially with the advent of AI and everything else. So as long as the art is made from the heart, I struggle to say that there is any bad art out there. And I know there's the whole meme about like the people who take it easy, Bubble, have a good day, who like tape a banana to a wall to make a statement and they charge $150,000 for it. I know that there's things about that, but you know, art is truly a human expression, and I think that we need more artists. So no matter what your skill level is, I think you should continue art and continue to make art and continue to improve the art. It is the one thing I wish that I could do, but I am a terrible artist. I have no good art in me. I cannot paint, I cannot draw. The only art I can do is photography, and that's just because I'm clicking a button and a machine's doing the rest of the work for me. So digital and sketch, even better. All right, are we done? Are we done with the map? No, we're not even close to done with the map. We still got plenty to do here. Oh, we're gonna die. All right, it says that there is some sort of healing items down here. So if we can just gently walk down the mountain. All right, see you next time, Jason. Thank you for the meme. Thank you for hanging out. Tell ya, this suit is very warm though. Santa is getting very hot right now. I feel it. I am feeling the heat. And I can't turn on the fan because then I'll have fan noise in the background. So this is suffering for my art, for all of you. I am. How's the weather out there? You know, we have 2 more days of sunshine, and then after that, it's gonna rain for like 2 weeks straight. So it's gonna be wet, cold, and miserable here soon. What kind of mic do I have? I am currently using. I'm testing out the Elgato Neo line, so it's the brand new USB Elgato Neo microphone, and honestly, I've tried a lot of them. I've used a Shure MB7. I've used some different Rode microphones. I've used a lot of microphones, and this one is by far my favorite microphone. It's simple. It's plug and play. It's cheap. It sounds good. I absolutely adore this mic. I highly recommend it to everyone, especially if you need like a good starter mic for streaming. The Elgato Neo series is amazing. I'm also using Elgato webcam, the Elgato 4K face cam. I have an Elgato Stream Deck. I also, you can tell I'm an Elgato fanboy. I also have the Elgato green screen. However, I will say I think the Elgato green screen has kind of become obsolete. Like, my camera has a built-in green screen in it right now, and between using NVIDIA Broadcasting and the camera's green screen, like, it's not perfect, but this green screen is pretty good without having to actually have a green screen behind me and set it up and do, like, the whole key coloring and all that. Do you prefer condenser mics? Webby convinced me recently to change to a dynamic mic. Microphones are very tough for me. I prefer microphones that work for me, because here's the problem: is I am very loud, and I know this about myself. And so, like, I had the Shure M7B, which was like the most recommended, highly expensive, great mic, and that microphone did not work for me at all. Because either I was too loud for it, so I had to lower down the gain and all that, and then it had to go right up into my face to work, and that didn't work for me. And the other problem is I'm very fluid. I like to move around a lot, and so I need a mic that can pick up my voice when I'm moving my head around and doing all those sorts of things. So, I've tried a bunch of different mics, and this is the microphone that seems to work the best for me. But I am in the market for a Sennheiser mic, which are very high quality. because I want to have a better mic for capturing bird audio. When I go out birding, I want to be able to record birds singing, so I want a higher quality mic for that. Dynamic mics can be nice because they tend to only catch what's in front of them. They might let you turn your fan on. There is some great programs also, like NVIDIA Broadcast has like a filter where you can filter out fan noise as well, which I should try. The problem being that I already, I'm streaming, I'm running games at maximum, I'm already maxing my computer out pretty hardcore, so adding on another like program I feel like would make my computer chug here. I really need to do like the 2 computer setup. I know that's overkill for a lot of things, but people have convinced me that the two PC setup for streaming really is the way to go. But then it also goes back to like, do I really want to invest like $7,000 in streaming equipment to stream to 6 people? It's one of those Catholic guilt things of, do I want to spend that much money on something I really don't need to spend that much money on? Nail Sage, good morning. Oh, I'm bleeding. Someone help me. Someone help me. Or not. Or not. Also investigating a 2 PC setup, trying to figure out how to route my audio so I don't have an audio delay, but still hear all the stream alerts. That I could not help you on. I barely have my stream set up as it is, and it breaks every other day. So I'm sure there are better streamers than I who can give you way better advice than I can. Not to mention, like, streaming on YouTube is so much more simplistic because you don't have like all the alerts, you don't have all the fun interactive commands. It is the one thing I miss the most from Twitch, is having like the fun little audio commands and the points to spend and all. I really hope YouTube catches up in the future and gives us those things, because I do miss those from Twitch. I really do. Alternatively, though, I do love how I can make money by streaming here without people having to subscribe or anything like that. It's just a free, hey, you watch me and it pays me a penny. You can build your own commands, try StreamerBot. I've heard about that, but I didn't know if it would work with YouTube or not. Jason, hello. I thought that only worked with Twitch. If I can make it so that people can like put in a command where you put in like an exclamation point and then a command and then it plays something. Interesting. All right, well, Peter, you have given me a lot of homework then, because I might have to get that set up. If it can give me the commands that we used to have over there and it supports on YouTube, that might just be a fun thing to set up for the day. So
You have maintained our way of life.
I wonder if this hat works with Santa also. Old man Santa hat. I kind of dig that. You can have StreamerBot connect to your Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Interesting. I learned something very valuable today. Thank you. I am going to spend my day off today researching that. However, it is about time for me to end my stream, which means it's about time for Peter to start streaming. So, are you streaming this morning, Peter? in the next few minutes. Good morning. But Yenza's streaming? Alright, so I need to get my day started. So let's end with our prayer. And then once I'm done, everyone go join Yenza's stream on Twitch. Since Peter's not streaming today, we'll join Yenza's stream. But let's end, as always, with our prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Lord, thank you for this blessed day, and thank you for all that you do for us. Today we continue to pray for those who don't have enough, those who don't have enough food, who don't have enough water, who don't have enough money, who don't have enough shelter. Whatever it is they are lacking, Lord, help them. Lord, help us, the brothers and sisters of Christ on earth, to help those who have needs in our community. We pray for those who have been separated from their family, whether because of war, whether it be because of ICE, whatever the reason they are separated. Lord, help to reunite those families. We pray for those who are struggling with illness, whether it be mental illness or physical illness, whatever it is, Lord, help them. And finally, we pray for all those souls in purgatory, all those souls who have been forgotten, all those souls who have no one left to pray for them. Lord, help them. All this we pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, it's a pleasure to start my Friday by talking with you all and having a wonderful day with you all. Go out and enjoy your weekends. Have a blessed day, and we will see you all again on Monday. Have a blessed day.